I now give the floor to the representative of the Russian Federation. You have the floor, please.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Мы благодарим
We would like to thank the UN Secretary General for his thoughts and views on the situation in Afghanistan. We would also like to thank the Permanent Representative of Afghanistan, Ambassador Ghulam Isakai. We are closely following the fast-changing situation in Afghanistan. As soon as the withdrawal of foreign forces was announced, we all heard worrying reports about an uptick in violence and the number of victims. Furthermore, as we've seen, major Afghan cities fell without much resistance. Since the last discussion in the Council, just 10 days have passed. However, the situation in the country over that time has changed beyond recognition. Today, all of our eyes are on Kabul, which yesterday was quickly abandoned by the country's leader, ordinary Afghans, and also a part of the diplomatic corps. It is clear that such a sharp turnabout took everyone by surprise. This involved those who very recently made public pronouncements about the degree of military preparedness of the Afghan law enforcement structures who were prepared and trained over the past 20 years. Broadly, we are continuing to closely monitor the situation in the country. Currently, we believe that there is no point in panicking. The main point is that a widespread bloodbath among civilians has been avoided. We urge all Afghan parties to refrain from hostilities and to foster a settlement peacefully. We believe that the main power players, or the international community rather, must help Afghanistan. They must pool their efforts. And this is to assist Afghanistan achieve national reconciliation. The Troika, Russia, China and Pakistan, the expanded Troika, has been actively engaged in this. We believe that an important role could be played by Iran as well here. As regards our future official steps regarding the Taliban, we will interact with them irrespective of the evolving situation and their specific actions. According to our reports, the Taliban have already sought to bring public order and have also confirmed security guarantees for civilians and for the foreign diplomatic mission staff. We trust that in the current circumstances, the security of diplomatic staff and the UN presence in Afghanistan will be ensured and their institutions will enjoy immunity. In these circumstances, the Russian embassy in Kabul is continuing to operate normally. Mr. President, we are still concerned by the ongoing presence of terrorist threats in Afghanistan, including ISIL Khorasan. Their terrorist activity is likely to spill across Afghanistan's borders and thus will threaten the security of neighboring countries in Central Asia. Terrorism is inextricably linked to the drugs problem. The deteriorating situation in Afghanistan over recent months has led to a sharp worsening humanitarian situation. Of concern are the numerous reports about the number of IDPs and the flows of refugees across the country's borders. It creates an additional burden for neighboring states, including Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Iran, and Pakistan, not to mention the risk of fighters infiltrating the region inter alia by pretending to be refugees. We are in regular contact with all 5 Central Asian countries, both bilaterally and through regional organizations such as the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and the CSTO, the Collective Security Treaty Organization. Mr. President, we still want to see a swift, peaceful settlement in Afghanistan and a subsequent stabilization of the country and its post-conflict recovery. We're convinced that an end to the years-long bloody war and having national reconciliation would benefit all, the people of Afghanistan, its regional neighbours, and the world as a whole. Thank you.
I thank the representative of the Russian Federation for his statement.